Hi guys, great to see you again, my YouTube family. It's mad that, you know, when I'm going to get into it dead quick because I don't waffle on about things like this, you know that, but you know when you have been away, it is like you're coming back to your family. You know, you do miss your followers. So anyway, right, anybody that doesn't know, I have put an explanation on before this video, hence why I've got the same top on, because I only did it like 10 minutes ago. So I'll change it honestly for the next one, don't worry. Anyway, what am I going to cover today? I'm going to cover what you've not heard my opinions of on with Charlie and Donna. But just before I do, quick disclaimer, my name's Dawn, you found Lounge Bar Crime. Everything you hear in this video, it's my opinion, it's from my own research, and it's for entertainment purposes only. Bit out of touch there, wasn't I, when I did that? It's alright, I'll get back into it. Anyway, let's get started. So yeah, I'm going to cover Charlie and Donna today. I've already explained in the other one, Wendy's next Friday. Yeah, next Friday. In the meantime, we need a name for Owl. If you haven't seen the video before this, yeah, we want a name. We're not calling it Wendi, okay? And the winner gets nothing. No, they get to have the name that they picked here on Lounge Bar Crime on this owl. Anyway, yeah, not Wendi, because as I've said before, owl is also a sign of wisdom as well as a sign of death. And yeah, she's had enough compliments in her life, I think. We're not giving her that one. So yeah, put it in the comments below. So, right. First of all, I know this sounds daft, but I was looking forward to hearing Charlie on the stand because he gets so many girlfriends that Wendi and Donna love bragging about, that he's always got girlfriends, and you know, he's got so many women and he's supposed to have so much charisma. Listen, I'm not just being a biatch. I would actually say, yeah, I can see how he does it. But honestly, I actually thought that, I know I've said in other videos like Dumbo Charlie and everything, but I mean, half of that was like tongue in cheek. I was half joking because I hadn't actually seen him in action, if you like. So I expected him to get on that stand and to absolutely floor me. But no. The other thing with that is, I would, if I was Charlie, if I had anything about me, I would be thinking, with regards to Rushborn, I would be thinking, why do you think that this extortion is a good idea? Because you're supposed to be a lawyer, and even I think it's a bit iffy. But he didn't. It's like he laps it all up. Anybody that pats him on the head, he's like that puppy, you can tell. And Wendy's the same. I don't want to speak about Wendi today. She's special. She's going in a video on her own. But I just kept thinking, really? Like, is this it? Is this your charisma? And I thought about June. Now, look, she is an attractive girl, June. And you know, she could practically take a pick in fellas, in men. I don't think anybody could get me enough handbags to find Charlie attractive, especially enough to stay overnight with him, even one night. I was totally, because we have seen like quite a bit of Wendi, haven't we, on the stand, and you can kind of see where or how, you know, she plays it and gets away with it, and she has got a certain amount of intelligence. She's also right up her own backside as well, and thinks that anything that she says is is believed, because as I mentioned, she doesn't get challenged. Charlie doesn't get challenged as well, neither. The other thing is, when Charlie was sat there and Wendi was doing her bit on the stand and he was smirking, and the only, you know, when he was doing that smirking, the only thing that I could think was, Ruth and Phil are behind you. How stupid are you? How insensitive are you? What exactly? What's going through your head? But you know what? At that stage, he actually still believed he was going to get off with that. Because money has always bought him everything. And because he's throwing all these dollars, stapled dollars, at Rushbourne, he actually believed that he could do that. That's why he was told by his attorney not to laugh. How many times has he been told not to laugh? And he's still doing it. And to do it at a time like that, you could have floored me. Seriously, I thought, really? You really think you're going to walk out of here? Because he has actually been brought up to think that money can buy him anything. Women, obviously houses, everything else that he takes, his steroids. You know, it buys him everything. And he thought it was going to buy him his freedom. And he didn't even reproach himself and think, oops, you know, I better. So what kind of mind laughs during a trial where somebody's lost their life and the parents are sat behind him? Because when there was photographs like this coming up, or with Dan, I'm not gonna put it up, but when there was photographs, he kept talking about it on the phone to his mummy dearest. He kept telling her, like, oh, do you see how long they left it up there? And he didn't like it. It was uncomfortable for him. And yet, he can sit there and laugh. If you'd have told me, I actually thought, even though, like I said, I was saying he was Dumbo Charlie and everything, I was tongue-in-cheek a little bit of it. I really didn't think he was that dumb, but he is. He's absolutely thick. And, yeah. And then to come up with that extortion story and talk about the hitmen, you know, on HP hitmen hired, you know, pay it back weekly. And honestly, and Rushbourne is going with this. I'm sorry, but there's only one reason for that. Ka-ching. Puzzle pieces. Yeah, puzzle pieces. Oh.
Time frame to accomplish it. If you dressed your kids up in Hitler Youth uniforms and brought them down here, I could care less if it was an act of defiance that would show Jibbers that he's, all caps and bold, not in control. So it just seems like your mom was pretty extreme about this situation of getting you relocated. Can you agree with that?
Yeah.
All right, and Charlie was at least consulted on it or had offered some information about it.
Well, that was my mom's rendition, so.
Let's get on to Donna. The first point I want to make about Donna. Now, Donna's bobbing on. Now, she's older than myself, which makes it even worse, this is what I'm going to tell you. Because in my day, I won't do a sound, back in my day, but in my day, if a copper, a policeman, told you to do something, you didn't question nothing, you did it. I know it's different now, and possibly for the better, not always, because, I'm not going to get into politics, but there's good and bad in that, let's just say that. But then, in her era, if a copper said to you, jump on that wall, you did it. jump off that wall. If they told you to do it 10 times, you just do it. That's a bit sad. Obviously, I no good anymore. But the point I'm making is, when she was approached at the airport and they tried to take that phone off her, and she just, you know, she was just like fighting and pulling it away. Seriously, for somebody her age, somebody in the 20s, 30s, yeah, you would expect them to do that, to be fair. But somebody her age, you wouldn't. And that was pretty surprising. And that just showed me how stubborn, because she came across, she comes across to me as a very stubborn, obstinate woman, which we've seen this throughout the years with her. The emails show that she's absolutely, the minute she's got something that she wants doing, she'll push and push and push to do it, and she'll get it her way. But just seeing them trying to take, I mean, she didn't pull it back once. She pulled it back, and she was like, and she actually kind of like rolled her eyes, as so to say, like, really? I don't even think, like I just mentioned about Charlie, I don't even think it had hit her that she was going to go to prison for this. And the fact that she's changed her solicitor, her lawyer, to Rushborn, I mean, seriously, was she not thinking, well, hang on a minute, he's not really done such a good job of that. Even I think that this extortion thing is a bit odd. It's a bit far-fetched. Even now, I'm going to change my lawyer, because I don't think he's doing that well. And Rushborn's saying things like, I think a lot of Donna. Of course you do. Ka-ching. It's my opinion, remember. That's what I think. Anyway, just in case you're watching. But, yeah, she shot me at that airport, and she's shown her true colours as well. Now, she did actually turn out to be what I would kind of expected. I was shocked at the bit of the fight that she put up, but the attitude and everything else, where Charlie shocked me, because I thought he'd bring more to the table. She didn't. She played it exactly as I expected her to play it. Definitely. Those telephone calls to Charlie, before she gets off, before she gets on her toes and does one, all this about where she was implying that she was going to unaliven herself. She had no intentions, let me tell you. I've not got any of these wrong so far. I've always said this murder would never have happened without Wendy's say so. And I said right from the start, and I did get a lot of flack because I'm going back a couple of years now. And I said straight away, I knew Donna, initiated with Charlie, but this was Wendi that instigated the whole thing. I'm not going to go into this Wendi thing. So Donna was never, ever going to do that. Like I said, a long time ago, rewind the tapes, I said it right at the start, most mothers would put themselves forward, right? That they would, that they would take the blame for the kids. They'd take on the crime and they'd do the time and let the kids go free. Right or wrong, I'm glad she didn't, because this way we're getting them all now. I think we would have done anyway, but could you imagine if she said, yeah, no, it was all me. I went straight to the Latin Kings. But most mothers would try and do that. And no, not her. So all them calls with Charlie, that she wanted Charlie's blessing because she felt slightly tidgy, little bit guilty. Oh, I'm talking about Tidger. If you've not subscribed yet, it's down there. It's just a Tidger button down there. And the like button, that's just a Tidger button as well. Just press that. Yes, it's just that little Tidger bit of guilt. But what was this all about for Donna? Seriously, what was this all about? She wanted them grandkids. Does she want them now? Did she want them when she was swanning off to Saigon, Vietnam? Did she care then about them grandkids? So they didn't only lose Ruth, Phil and Shelley, and then Charlie, which she knew about at that stage. And even knowing that, it was still, oh, bye my sunshines, my little sunshines, because I'm off as well. I'll leave you with your mother and whoever she takes up with next, because we're off. That's how much we love you. So it was all to no avail. There was no point in any of it. She didn't even give a toss about her son being in Nick. She never turned up at the courts. She never went in and visited him. It was all on a distance from the phone because she was advised not to. Wild horses wouldn't keep me from my son or you from yours. But that's Donna. It's all about her. And Harvey. I'll get onto Harvey another day. He was there right at the start. He knew everything that was going on. And I've always said that as well. Harvey knew about all this. Nobody takes Harvey's money, that amount of Harvey's money, as I've said, without Harvey knowing and why. So, and that's just a little bit of why I think it. But anyway. So what was all that about with Donna? Because she was swanning off. Donna was a one-way ticket, and it's see you guys. Yeah. Anyway, I only wanted to do a quick catch-up, but just another thing as well, going on about Rushborn and his puzzle pieces and all this lot. So I'll just put it on. He was giving Lacaz a hard time, which is his job, which absolutely made no sense. I'm not speaking about Rushborn anyway. What I'm speaking about is Lacaz. I know Lacaz has had a lot of people getting in touch with him, or so it seems. Personally, I know we all want to see him and see what he says, but I think it could affect the case very much if he was all over YouTube, because it would give the defence a lot to go at and a bigger insight. So I think that he should just, not. I don't think he has actually, but the thing that I thought, and this is how you know whether somebody's a good person or not, because obviously Wendy's up and down. I don't want to mention Wendi in this video. Wendy's up and down. Charlie's got absolutely no charisma. We've yet to see what Donna's like, but Lacaz is very consistent. And considering he's had this on his plate in front of him for 10 years.
And you thought, I'm not going to go to the police on that. That's your testimony, right?
That's the decision I made. It didn't really cross my mind because of the past tense nature of it. And I consulted with a friend, bounced it off of her before the murder. And neither one of us thought, oh, geez, let's call the police. So it's possible that probably is so dangerous that I should have called the police. Yeah, but I did not.
And so at this point in time, your relationship with Wendi Adelson was really bad, right?
It was hard to tell.
It's hard to tell that it was really bad?
It was a roller coaster ride constantly because you referred to the next night, the next day, the 14th. On the 14th, I got a warm, inviting call from Wendi Adelson, eager to spend time with me.
And he held it together pretty well, and he's holding it together pretty well. And I liked the way that he responded to Rushborn. Because he handled him like he handled Rushborn, and my heart went out to him. And you know when you're willing somebody on and you're thinking, just hang on in there, not long. You've not got long. You've done best part of it 10 years. but my heart goes out to Kaz, because of what he's been through. This has definitely affected his life, and what compensation does he get for that? He's had 10 years of his life, in the prime of his life, taken away with this. And he's probably, he's probably watching his back left, right and centre. I've talked about this before anyway, but no, I just wanted to say that I was pretty proud of him. I thought, yeah, you can handle it. You know why? Because you're saying it as it is. You're consistent. You're not lying. You're telling the truth. And, that's why he comes across as genuine. Whereas, like, every time Charlie opened his mouth, I mean, I don't think I've ever watched a trial and burst out laughing. Especially the extortion. I just thought really. And we know now that Donna's going to go down this same avenue, because so this is going to be entertaining, because she was rolling her eyes like, don't be ridiculous. I'm just getting off to Dubai and then I'm going on to Saigon. What's the problem? Yeah, I'm going one way. What's the problem? It's like, don't be ridiculous. And did she actually think, when she was pulling that away, that they were just going to leave her with it? And did she think by saying about Harvey? I mean, they wasn't grabbing hold of Harvey, so I don't know what she's going on about him being nearly 80 for it. Like, meaning you've got to let me go because he's nearly 80. I've got to look after him. Oh, okay, Donna. Yeah. We'll just let you go. Absolutely delusional, because that's the way she talks. That's the way she's taught when she's been a manager in the office, or to her husband, or to Charlie. I don't think she's got away with it with Wendi so much. But this is what she's done for her life. She calls the shots. And if something that she's done, she says is ridiculous, and everybody leaves her alone. Well, it's not working now. So I can't wait. And I just hope she's as entertaining as Charlie on the stand, because that was a joke. An absolute joke. Anyway, on that note, I've got to finish packing my case. I've got another quick one, another quick video that I'm going to do. Just a bit of a fun and game about a bit of a game. It is actually a game. Well, not really a game, but you get the point. So guys, anyway, so that I was just doing a catch up really of what's been going on, just so that you know. I didn't desert the case. I'll tell you what though, just I don't think I've covered this. Mag Banoa, do you remember? I said she'll get crumbs. I even got a biscuit and said that she'll go like that, and that's exactly what she did. She's not hardly give anything away. She's not hardly give, because she wants it all. She can. She's another one. She sat back and she was stubborn, and she's watched a fella now do life, which way it should be, because he shouldn't be able to be bought. But yeah, right. So that's it. Just for now. So I'm loading up another one in a minute. It's just a bit of a light-hearted thing with regards to the Adelsons, and it's going to be Wendi next week, and then I'll be up to date, and then I'm going to do all the other things. I'm also going to tell you why I know Harvey knew about all these things. Anyway, don't forget, hit that subscribe and click the like, leave me a comment, anything that you want me to cover in this case, and don't forget a name for this one, and see you soon. Bye.